Very interesting day for Palantir. Market has been crashing recently, but things are slowly recovering now. Analysts are giving their signals, people are getting excited. However, there's something massive revealed today by the co-founder of Palantir. And this might really shock you. Is this all a bluff? Or is this something else? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Yesterday's market crash was absolutely wild. It caught everyone off guard. For Palantir, it was especially frustrating since they've had some massive updates recently. The Palantir community was feeling the sting, no doubt. However, on the other hand, people are thinking that instead of fearing this dip, this is just a good signal to buy more. Just like how Tom Lee, the well-known market analyst, dropped a pretty bold message on a CNBC interview. He said, "Back up the truck," and called it the perfect time to buy the dip after all the panic selling we saw on Wednesday. According to him, the sell-off was way overdone, and this kind of pullback actually sets the stage for some serious gains. He's basically saying it's a golden opportunity for those who are willing to jump in now. This might actually be a super interesting time to be in the game, because things are about to get really exciting for Palantir over the next 3 months. And in fact, this might be true, as we're starting to see a bit of recovery now, which is definitely a relief. One user pointed out in a tweet, he wrote, "Palantir long. Things are about to get very bullish in the next 3 months." Basically, he's saying the momentum is building, and we could be on the brink of some major moves. If he's right, the next few months could be a thrilling ride for Palantir fans. But here's the exciting part. Palantir's US commerce is absolutely on fire right now. Seriously, just look at these insane numbers. In a recent tweet, someone broke it down. Revenue is up a massive 54% year over year in the most recent quarter, and customer count has skyrocketed by a staggering 77%. It really makes you wonder, if the sales development keeps pacing with this kind of customer growth, could we be looking at something even bigger on the horizon? This kind of momentum feels like it's setting Palantir up for some serious wins. And even with the recent dip, the Palantir community is buzzing with excitement about what's ahead. But here's the twist. Cathie Wood and ARK Invest made headlines again by dumping a big chunk of stocks, and Palantir wasn't spared. ARK sold 33,000 shares of Palantir, worth around $2.5 million. What's wild is that this happened just after Palantir announced a huge contract extension with the US Army. Now, even though Palantir's stock has been a monster this year, up 350% year to date, and nearly 18% this December, we're seeing insiders cashing out. It's definitely stirring up some mixed feelings in the community. But what really caught everyone's attention was that she also sold Tesla shares on the same day. And now, this is where it gets interesting. Just very recently, Cathie Wood publicly spoke about her bullish stance on Tesla, praising the company and its stock. Her statements even caught the attention of Elon Musk, who retweeted her. And as we know, when Elon Musk retweets something, it's not a small deal. It amplifies the message and shows how influential it is. But then, behind the scenes, she's selling Tesla shares? What? It just doesn't make any sense. How can someone be so publicly optimistic about a company and its future, only to quietly offload its stock? Naturally, this contradiction has people digging for answers. They want to understand what's really going on here. And honestly, it's not surprising. When someone like Cathie Wood, who has a reputation for being a visionary investor, makes moves like this, it leaves people questioning everything. And, well, the only explanation that seems to make sense here is that Cathie Wood's decision to sell certain stocks like Tesla probably has nothing to do with how she feels about the company itself, or whether she's lost faith in it. Her selling might not be about Tesla's future at all. It could simply be part of a bigger strategy, like rebalancing her portfolio or managing risk in the midst of the market crash. And if that's the case with Tesla, then it's very possible the same thing is happening with Palantir. Just because she sold Palantir stock doesn't necessarily mean she's no longer bullish on the company or its potential. What the Tesla situation shows us is that, for Cathie Wood, selling a stock and believing in a company's success aren't directly connected. So Palantir investors probably shouldn't worry too much about this recent move. It might not be a sign of doubt at all, just a strategic adjustment. But still, let's not forget the crazy RSI Palantir has now. For Palantir, it's sitting at a crazy 99, which is a big red flag. It means the stock is seriously overbought. And people keep warning each other. For example, my job is really straightforward right now. Chill out, don't give back money foolishly, and carefully hunt for relative strength. I see you, Palantir. He's also using charts to call out the current strength in Palantir, but also hinting at the risks that come with such high momentum. He's basically saying it's all about being patient and smart right now, not rushing in just because the stock looks hot. And it's definitely something to keep in mind. However, looking at the bigger picture, some people think this might just be another bump in the road for Palantir, something that'll smooth out over time. But why do they feel so confident about it? Well, it actually goes back to a recent interview with Palantir's co-founder, who gave a lot of people some serious reassurance. On the Sean Ryan Show podcast released Wednesday, Palantir co-founder Joe Lonsdale shared some pretty wild insights about the company's early days. Apparently, about 3 years into Palantir's development, things got so tough that key team members were ready to quit because they weren't landing enough contracts. Lonsdale even said, "It came really close to dying." A few of the top guys were basically saying, "Joe, this is just not working out." But here's where it gets interesting. Lonsdale convinced the team to push for just 6 more months, and that's when Alex Karp made some serious moves with federal agencies like the FBI and CIA. Karp managed to get them to move on a deal, and suddenly, everything turned around. It didn't stop there, though. Palantir faced more resistance from military procurement officials, even leading to a crazy legal battle where they ended up suing the government and winning. Now, looking back, this moment is seen as a game changer. Palantir didn't just survive, it thrived. The stock started growing at an insane rate after that, and since then, the Palantir community has been way more confident about the company's future. They trust that Palantir and its board know exactly what they're doing, even when times get tough. His words seem to strike a chord, and now many are even more confident that this short-term dip won't last. Looking at all this, it's clear that Palantir has faced some serious challenges along the way, but they've always managed to push through, thanks to the leadership of Alex Karp and the team's determination. The current dip in the market may feel a bit unnerving, but if history has taught us anything, it's that Palantir has the ability to bounce back stronger than ever. So even with the high RSI and rumors flying around, there's a reason to believe in the team's vision and expertise. Lonsdale's message came at exactly the right time. When uncertainty is at its peak, a reminder of Palantir's history and its team's ability to overcome obstacles is exactly what investors needed to hear. It reinforces trust in the company and shows why, despite the noise, Palantir remains a force to be reckoned with. With its recent growth, government contracts, and innovations, it's hard not to be optimistic about the long-term future. The company's success is tightly tied to the future of the United States, especially in terms of national security, data integration, and AI development. As the world becomes more dependent on technology and data-driven solutions, Palantir is in a great position to continue thriving. So, while the market might dip in the short term, the future looks bright, and it's possible we'll see Palantir's stock reach new highs in the years ahead. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you're curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.